Hello? Hello! Oh, I need my thing to be switched. I don't like seeing my face backwards. I've never done the live before. Can I switch? It's also so bright. Hold on a second. Should I turn that off? No, that's too dark. On, but lower. Maybe that's better. Is that better? Hi! Oh my gosh, I've never gone live on YouTube before. Okay, so I got to figure all this stuff out. Surely I can flip my screen around, right? Because it's freaking me out. It's like the opposite of my movements and it's freaking me out. Hold on a second, I'm looking. I don't like it being backwards. My bookshelf is actually over here, but on the screen, and it's over there. I've got to fix that. I can't, my brain cannot. Hi. Hello. This is so weird. Okay. I also look so like there's no color here. The lighting is really bad because it's nighttime. Oh my God. I don't think I can switch my camera around. It's going to weird me out. Ooh, I think I actually can in my settings on my thing. Hold on. I got to be able to focus. You know how it is. I can't function. Let me open up my computer settings, devices, this thing. Can I flip it? I think, I can zoom in a little bit. I don't need to zoom in a little bit. Image adjustments. We don't need a focus. Brightness, contrast. We don't need that. Let's try this. No, that didn't change anything. Hi. I'm going to talk to you guys in a second. I need a second to figure this out. I just need a second to figure this out. I really thought that I could because at one point I did. Flip it. This is so bizarre. Oh no. I can move my camera like that. But I need to flip it backwards. Do you guys understand how my brain is like not? I can't. It's too much seeing myself backwards. Okay. One more effort. And then can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Can you hear me okay? Just let me know like how the sound is. Yeah. Is it like loud enough? Is it clear enough? Because I've not set my stuff up. I'm using like my mic. I've got like probably can't even see it in the thing. My Yeti mic. It's all set up. I just want to make sure you can hear me and everything's good. Yeah, I can't flip my camera around. Oh man, my brain. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that with my brain. I can't. It's backwards. My bookshelf should be on the other side. I can't. It says front-facing camera can't be flipped. You have to use a back-facing. No, I'm using my webcam. Okay, good. Very good. Clear picture. Everything sounds good. Okay, good. Well, thank you so much for helping me figure this out. This is so fun, you guys. Oh my gosh, we have almost 300 people in here already. Chrome has an extension to mirror it. Thank you. Okay, I'll check that out for the next time. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I don't really know how it's going to work on YouTube, but we're going to do it together. So I tried to go live on the TikTok, seeing that lives are not on my FYP and seeing that the live button didn't work. And in fact, you cannot go live. It's disabled right now. There's a lot of reasons why we could not be going live, to be honest with you. It's conjecture, right? Now I am tired, but let me see if I can tap in. I can't make any promises to that at all, but I can see. Okay. Can you tell me why? We can't go live on TikTok. Okay, yeah. Intentionally disabled. That makes very much sense, right? Why would it wouldn't be an accident. Intentionally disabled for what? No, I'm too tired. I have too many guesses going on in my brain and I'm tired. I would need to like meditate and like tap in. No, for tomorrow. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. And no TikTok shop function. That's interesting. You couldn't share my videos to some people. That's interesting. That's super interesting. So there's two ways that you can look at this, right? I really don't know why we can't go live. I feel like I have a fuzzy on my sweater. I don't know why we can't go live. But I forgot to text somebody that I'm going live. Hold on a second. We can talk about it though. So there's a couple of reasons perhaps, right? My brain is like, well, that's actually kind of good because for all the things that all of the psychics we've all been channeling for all this time, we really don't want people to go live because it's safer if it just happens and people aren't knowing about it and people aren't freaking out about it. And then also there is the possibility on the other side of it that they don't want us seeing protests and stuff like against T-Dog, all of that. But I really don't know. Blue Sky and Twitter say lives are not available because its servers changed hands. Are they really saying that? That's interesting. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just reading the comment. So interesting. I feel like, a lot of people would go live during the event because it's going to be really intense. Yeah. Yeah, you can't get TikTok in the App Store right now. And the website, TikTok, the website does not work right now because it's linked to my website, right? I've got like 3 videos on the front of my website and they're blank because TikTok, the website is still down. So I think that's interesting too. I think staying away from what's happening is a good thing too. Let it play out. Watching every detail of this, guys, is really stressful. Like, there's no reason to be watching every detail. I'm not going to be watching the inauguration. It doesn't matter, right? Well, I actually don't think there's going to be an inauguration, but I'm not going to turn my TV on and watch like the pre-stuff. I'm not going to be looking for anything. Like, that's what I mean, right? Yeah, YouTube Live works. Shu did not sell it. If Shu sold, we got to think about this logically, right? And I know there's a lot of emotions, like, so I get that, right? That's very fair. Like, I get that. Shu, that's propaganda. There's a lot of propaganda happening right now on purpose because they want everybody worked up. They want them bothered, right? They want to keep sowing division. So if Shu really did sell TikTok already, because there's a lot of people saying, oh, we sold it to Meta, that's pure rumors, pure propaganda, right? If he really did sell, then we wouldn't be in this 90-day grace period. It would just be like, oh, here you go. You can have it back, right? So anyway, you got to like take a deep breath when you hear a thing that gets you all riled up and say, okay, is it like my fear, my anxiety that's like telling me the story is true, or does it like really feel correct energetically? There's like a whole bunch of stuff that's happening. And you know what? It's okay. Yeah. HGTV on your TV all day tomorrow. I freaking love that. That's so great. I've got 2 clients. I've got a client at like 11 in the morning, I think, and then again at noon. Pull up my thing, actually. I've got things going on tomorrow, and I'm just going to be working my normal day. Like, you know what I mean? And I'll hear about stuff when I hear about stuff. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I was streaming the Eras tour. See, that would feel better. I love that. Okay. There's some stuff that I feel like probably will happen tonight, but that's in deeper downloads. So I saw I had a vision, like in my dreams, like as I was waking up. It was like a 45-minute vision, but when you have a vision, it's like boom, and it's in your head, right? And all of a sudden I have this whole thing in my head. So I got this big download of vision as I was waking up one morning. I rolled over, grabbed my phone, started typing in the notes, and then I read that whole thing on deeper downloads. And that I am pretty sure that thing that I saw is what happens in the 11th hour. Here's what I do know. Here's what I do know for sure. Okay. I do know that Lotus is the next POTUS. I know that for sure because I've asked, like, is she like the one after this? Who is the very next one? I do know that. I do know that he will not be inaugurated. Do I know all the details of how it's going to go down? No, it kind of doesn't matter. All the details. Like, I'm excited to see how it all plays out. Like, all of it. Hopewell's video was very interesting. I was like, how's she allowed to say this? Like, that was my first, like, how? How is she allowed to say this right now? Sorry, I just gotta. Okay, I just thought that was really interesting. Hopewell's last video was really interesting. Hope essentially said you can just look for her on the TikTok, and it's her very last video, at least of this afternoon. It was the last video that she posted, and it was essentially saying the people, for us to hold space for peace and love and understanding. That's the most important thing. I agree 100%. Yeah, go Hope. That tomorrow is actually going to be really difficult for a lot of people. And it's going to be the people who are really excited about tomorrow. They're going to be really hurt. Like, it's going to be tragic for them. That's all she said. Oh, this one hair is bothering me. Oh yeah, deeper downloads is on my website. There are certain things that I can't seem to say out loud on the social medias, especially in lives, because then lives get muted or they stop being shown to people, or do you know what I mean? They stop. So, and I can't say them in videos because I've started to say things in videos and like it'll be in processing for multiple days. It's like a whole thing and never gets released. So deeper downloads is where I share all that stuff. And the link is in my bio for that. You can just go to spiritualitywithsam.com. You can throw this little, if you're on your phone, just throw this up in the corner and you can listen in the corner and go to spiritualitywithsam.com. If you already have an account, log in. And if you don't have an account, just go to Deeper Downloads January and you can watch that one. I'm not watching any freaking news. I went through the room to go grab a cup of water before I went live with you guys, and my kids are watching football, but it's halftime. And immediately I saw a bunch of Trump stuff, and I was like, oh man, what a good confirmation that I really don't want to be watching any of this because I just don't want to see it's just not good vibes. Yes, Deeper Downloads is $25 US. Right? All the past presidents said that are not going to be at is it the inauguration or the luncheon? See, I'm not listening to the news. To be fair, she said, we all will be hurt and they will be hurt and don't even realize it. But you're hoping for an Easter egg, yeah. Ooh, binge watch Ted Lasso. That's a good show. I love that. Hope is Tim Wall's daughter. Yeah, thank you. Any disclosure updates? Not yet. I watched most of Dr. Greer's first podcast episode today, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. He has 2 episodes, I think, out, and I was going to listen to those. The energy is intense. Okay, can we talk about the energy for a second? Let's just talk about the energy for a second, okay? We're going to stop talking about the election for a second because literally nothing's changed. Like, nothing's changed, you guys. And I just keep like repeating myself over and over and over again. And I keep checking in, but nothing's changed. Like, I'm still getting all the things. Okay. Let's talk about the energy. I don't know what it was exactly because I haven't tapped in, try to get downloads at all today. Like, I made a little video for you guys to be like, we're back and I'm here. Like, I'm not going away. And then I went and spent the whole day with my youngest kid, the whole day. And I just wasn't even on my phone. I didn't open any social media apps. Like, I needed to take a freaking break. I blacked myself out from, right? I went dark with the apps for a few hours. Like, I needed that. So, last night I was on live on TikTok until it went dark on my end. Like, I got like this big giant thing that covered up my whole screen that says the app's no longer available. And I like couldn't see anybody. I couldn't see comments. I couldn't engage. So we went ahead and ended the live, but I stayed on there. It honest to gosh, honest to God, felt like going down with the ship in the Titanic. Like we were just playing those violins as the ship was going down. I was like, I'm not leaving. I love this place. So it felt weird. It was like once it got off, like once I closed the app out and I was like, okay, it felt like silence and it was very bizarre. Like it just felt silent. And then it felt like something was lighter, something was lifted. It felt like something changed. And it felt almost like I was a little sad, but not sad that it went dark because I already knew it was going to be down for hours or just a few days. I've been chilling that for a long time for you guys. And so I knew that. I was confident it was going to come back. I knew we were just taking a little break from it. But it was like, why do I feel sad? It was like the loss of something. And I go, oh, an energy, a loss of an energy that I've been very used to. Not that I'm upset this energy is going, and I still haven't been able to pinpoint it, right? Does anybody else feel that? I was like, ooh, it's almost like something had to die so something else could be birthed. Does that feel like that? Did anybody else get that last night? Right? But it didn't even feel like a loss of community to me because I knew it was coming back in hours or just a few days, right? Right? It's like something had to die so something had to be rebirthed or could be birthed. That's what it felt like. Right? Yeah. Okay. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It just feels interesting. And I'm just going to let it play out. I'm not going to try to find a bunch of answers. I'm tired. I'm tired of finding answers. I'm going to be honest with you. I want to just find out with the rest of you. I want to just find out with the rest of you how it's going to play out. That time that happened was about 10:40 or something last night Eastern time was when I closed the app because it went dark for me. Yeah, Gia felt it too. Her and I have been texting a little bit today for sure. There's so many ways that this could go down. These things that I've been channeling, there's so many ways. And now I'm just like, I'm excited to see how. I'm just excited to see how. And listen, here's the most important thing. I understand that this might be a hard concept, and that's okay, right? That's okay. We're all learning and we're all growing together. It's so important that when this happens tomorrow, and the people who are really excited about him becoming president realize that something is amiss and they're not getting the inauguration that they wanted, that we are just love, that we are love and we are light, and we hold a place of understanding, and that we are the unity. We can't have unity if we aren't the unity. We have to be the unity, right? We have to be the unity. So you got to do your best with that, right? We just need to be a place of love. Somebody asked about my website. Hold on. Where did it go? I think somebody asked who built my website. I lost it. I have an excellent team that built my website. They're so freaking great. Bivens Brothers Creative. You can Google them and find their website, Bivens Brothers Creative. I freaking love them. And they're so fun to work with. Like every meeting we had when we made the website was so fun, so just ridiculous. It was like productive, but unserious. It was so great. Like it was so fun. I just sent another email to them because we're going to update a bunch of stuff on the website to hire or to handle bigger bandwidth and all this stuff for you guys, and fix a couple things that aren't working out so good to make it easier, more user friendly, all that kind of stuff. And I signed the email. I was like, okay, here's the agenda that I want to talk about. And I signed it Lilas, like love you like a sister, Lilas, Sam. Like we're just so unserious. They're so fun. So Bivens Brothers Creative, I highly recommend them if you're looking for somebody to make a website for you. They're so good. And they just like get you, right? They get to know you and they get your vibe. Like I changed almost nothing. This was like the first iteration of they're like, hey, how does this look? And I go, oh my God, it's me. Like this is so perfect. So it was really fun. Yeah. So, well, you guys really want to talk about the election stuff, don't you? Inauguration. Just remember that they're not experiencing this life from your perspective. They're just not, right? They're not experiencing it from your perspective at all. And so they're not seeing what you're seeing, and you can't fault them for that. They have to go through some stuff to be able to see the perspective that you're seeing. And that's okay, right? That's okay. That's okay. It is okay. Hey, thank you for the likes. I really appreciate the likes on the screen. I guess you're tapping it. I don't know. You know what's crazy? I've never watched a YouTube live. I don't even know what it looks like on that side. I need to be watching some YouTube lives. I just wanted to say hello to you guys tonight. So thank you for that. I thank you for that so much. The likes, the loves, the share, the follows. My God, thank you so much. And thank you for share this with your friends who you feel like could use just a little bit of like peace for a second. The app feels different. It feels like something was removed, and I can't really put my finger on it. It feels lighter. It feels like something was taken out, but I don't really know what it is. It's gonna unfold just as it should. I know that you said that you don't see disclosure with the UAPs until after we get our act together, but has that changed? No, I didn't see that after we get our act together. I said that some stuff has to happen first. So disclosure is like imminent, according to Dr. Greer. And he knows better than I do because he's more tapped in that stuff. I've been tapped into all this other like current energy of the planet and like humans. I haven't been tapped into ETs quite as much. So according to him, disclosure is like in the next few days or so, like actual like whistleblower type disclosure where we're bypassing the government and we're being like, okay, listen up, everybody, forget them over there on the hill, and here's the information. So we'll see. Right? Something was removed from the app. I can't really tell what it was. Something just feels lighter. And maybe I'm picking up on the that there's no live capability, there's no TikTok shop. Maybe it could potentially be that. It doesn't feel nefarious to me at all. Oh, that's interesting. I saw that a bunch of other countries were actually sad that we were gone. That's what I saw. That's so interesting. You've had contact with Arcturians in your dream state. I love that because I have a simultaneous life where I'm Arcturian. But he said they were definitely going to do it before the inauguration. No way. I haven't even finished that first podcast episode of his. They're long. What did I channel? There's nothing to fear unless you create something to fear. Like, we're fine, guys. I'm telling you, we're fine. You don't have to believe me. That's free will, baby, right? Do what feels good to you. But like, we're fine. We're fine. The video that I posted on TikTok, Instagram, that was on the 16th, Prepare for the Storm. I'm looking at my Instagram over here. It's called Prepare for the Storm, Calmly and Peacefully. And that tells you exactly how to prepare for the energetic changes that are happening right now, because it's going to get more intense, but it's not intense for you guys. It's not intense for you. It's not meant for you. It's meant to be intense for other people. So let it be, right? Don't make it about you. Don't make it about you. Oh, my goodness gracious. Everything is always working out for me. That's right, Deborah. Listen, everybody, yes, all communities are okay. Black, brown, all communities are okay. Because listen, I've had people say, listen, I know that he's not going to actually be president, but tell me about mass deportations. And I'm like, those things don't go together. Those things don't go together, guys. If you know he's not going to be president, then there shan't be mass deportations, right? Because he's in charge of mass deportation. So it's like you're hearing it, but you're not hearing it. And I get it because we got to like work through our energy and stuff like that. So this shoe on TikTok, the CEO not being on the profile anymore. When we got this ban threat the last time, I went to his profile and looked. I didn't look this time, but I went last time and looked whenever that was, like a year and a half ago or freaking whenever it was. And it didn't say CEO then. I don't know if it changed in between, but I know for sure the last ban threat that we had, it did not say CEO because I was looking for it and I was surprised it didn't say that. So I'm wondering if people are just freaking out and looking for things to be afraid of. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're afraid, everything is going to seem fearful. Like if you're looking to start a fire, everything's going to look like kindling. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? So what if we just sat in our energy instead? What if we just did that instead? I mean, yeah, Facebook Meta didn't buy it. None of that. How about this? Okay, you ready? Hello. What if we started over? Hello. Let's breathe. Let's just breathe. Yeah, I don't know how to share my sound on here yet, but we can absolutely let's do some slow, deep breaths today. Let's do this, okay? Let's do this. Close your eyes with me if you can. And we're going to breathe in through our nose, nice and slow. And then out through our mouth, nice and slow. And then I want you to breathe in for 5, nice and slow. And then hold at the top for 4. Count to 4. And then breathe out for 6, nice and slow. We're going to do that again together. We're going to breathe in for 5, hold for 4, out for 6. Okay, 5, 4, 6. Ready? In for 5, hold, and out. Now, here's a little nurse trick for you. If you breathe in through your nose and then out through your mouth, right? This is what I used during all of COVID when I was a COVID ICU nurse. I'm telling you, this thing freaking works. Breathing out through your mouth, going like that, and you kind of purse your lips a little bit, that gets rid of more CO2 that's been circulating in your blood, right? Pulls it out through the lungs and more CO2 comes out. You're collapsing down that alveoli, those little air sacs in your lungs, and you're getting more of that CO2 out, more of that air that doesn't have oxygen for you anymore, which means if you're getting more CO2 out, more oxygen can bind to the hemoglobin, which then circulates through your body, and the more oxygen you feel better, right? So in through your nose makes you slow down, out through your mouth gets rid of more CO2 so you can carry more oxygen. Okay. So in through your nose, we're going to do it again. Okay. Yeah. We're going to do it 3 times because my God, we're all doing this together. Okay. Because there's a lot of big energies and that's okay. So we're going to breathe in through our nose. Let's make the numbers a little bit easier. We'll breathe in for 5, hold for 4, out for 5. Okay, 5, 4, 5. We're just going to do that, right? Zuck is not the new CEO. If he was, they wouldn't still be under this like ban 90-day thing. Okay, we're not talking about that right now. We're going to breathe in through our nose for 5, hold for 4, out through our mouth for 5. Ready? Go. Okay, let's do it again. We're going to do 2 more times. Ready? It's going to be in for 5, hold for 4, out for 5. Last time. Ready? Oh, doesn't that feel better? Oh, man. You love when I put my nurse hat on. I see you, nurse, baby. I know more about the human body. I have forgotten more about the human body than most people probably ever will know. It's crazy. And I never get to use that information anymore. So it was fun that I got to use it right now. Right? Don't you feel better? Okay, I'm going to remind you of something. This is what I tell my clients when they meet with me. Focus on what you want, on what you prefer, because that's how you get more of what you prefer, right? If you focus on what you don't prefer, you're going to get more of that. Okay, focus on what you prefer. I do not miss nursing at all. I'm going to be so honest with you. just one day became very incompatible with it. I really don't. I miss kind of the capacity to take care of people in that way, but the healthcare system's very broken. And so I don't miss that. I got very frustrated. I felt like I wasn't even helping people at the end. It was just frustrating. So I just wasn't a match for it anymore. Look at all these nurses. Oh man, you're on ECMO? Dang, I took care of ECMO patients for a while in Baltimore. I took a travel assignment up there, University of Maryland. Wow, ECMO, that's intense, man. That's intense. Oh, yeah, we can reset our vagus nerve. Yeah, let's do that. Let's reset our vagus nerve too. I have a video somewhere about resetting that. Oh, hospice. I freaking love hospice nurses. As an ICU nurse, I loved connecting with the hospice nurses. My God, you guys are freaking actual angels. Look at all of these nurses. Oh my God, NICU. God bless you for doing NICU. The baby stressed me out. I would just be crying all the time. I need the big people. I can't do it. Okay. So the vagus nerve is a nerve that it runs through your central nervous system, and it controls like everything in your body. You can do a little Google after if you want to, but ooh, between your eyes is pulsing. I love that. Okay. Yes, my website address is on my bio. It's myhandle.com, spiritualitywithsam.com. Okay, we're going to reset our vagus nerve. Taryn, hello. Yeah, we went live here because TikTok's not letting us go live right now, and that's okay. Like, honestly, that feels really good for right now. So we're going to reset our vagus nerve. We can do that too. It resets your whole nervous system, like full reset, and it feels so good. So first, what you want to do is check your baseline. So you want to see how far your head can turn from side to side. Just notice, like normal turn, okay? So like, how far does it turn this way? And notice. How far does it turn this way? And notice, okay? And now that we've done that, you're going to hold your head still. So interlock your little fingies and hold your head still, because in just a second, we're going to make our eyeballs go as far as they can one direction. And you're going to want to, by default, turn your head, right? This is the hardest part of this, is keeping your head forward, right? So you're going to hold your head like this. And then you're going to make your eyeballs go all the way to one side. You want to feel the strain, and you're going to hold until you feel some sort of a release. Now, mine happens really quickly because I've done it a lot. So don't get discouraged if yours is not happening this quickly. But while you're holding, keep holding your eyes to feel a release. It could be a yawn, a gurgling, a burp, a freaking fart. It doesn't matter. You can feel a rush of warmth, a rush of cool. Like, there are so many ways, right? So don't have any expectations on what, but you're going to hold those eyes until you feel a release. Ooh, mine's almost always a yawn. Just keep holding. It can take like a minute or two until it happens. And after you've done that side, do the other side. Okay. Hold your head forward. Don't let it turn. Whoa, that was a big yawn. Take your time with it. Don't rush yourself. And then you're going to compare the results now to your baseline. Your neck should be able to turn so much further in both directions. Oh my God. I feel like an owl every time I do this. And then that's your proof that you've reset your vagus nerve. My eyes always water when I yawn like that. You've reset your vagus nerve. Done. And don't you feel so much calmer? Don't you feel so good? You can do that as much as you want. Right? It does work. Yeah, it's a vagal nerve reset. There are lots of ways to reset your vagal nerve, but that's a pretty safe one to do. It's so good. Oh, hold on. I'm missing some comments. They're scrolling. Hospice nurse here too. I swear we use the same words. Fingies. Eye holes. That's so funny. I see you, fellow nurse. I still have my license. It's still active, but I cannot ever see me going back into the hospital again. Even if you have a lazy eye, you could try to look with the other eye. You don't need both eyes to do it. You just need the pull on that nerve. So the other eye may be enough. You can always try. Peds nurse left after a decades during the pandemic burnout. Yeah, girl, I got so burnt out. I always joked that I retired to the PACU for a little bit. That's where ICU nurses, they would always say that's where ICU nurses go to die. It's so funny. I was the only one not collecting Social Security in that unit for a little while, and it was beautiful. It was like ICU vacation is what I needed, but then I went to go travel. Deeper downloads. Oh, the link in the story is not loading. Yeah, we're getting like overload on the website because lots of traffic. So if the link in the story is not loading, just go to my website, spiritualitywithsam.com. I have link in the bio on here too, on the YouTube. But you can just type it in. So you can throw this live up in the corner if you want. Just go to your web browser and type in spiritualitywithsam.com and group programs, deeper downloads. There's January and December's up there. So make sure you're choosing the one that you want. And there you go. You should be good from there. Yay, adding that to your meditation routine. You can feel dizzy. Yeah, because that means you've had a giant reset. So just like relax, chill, stay seated until you don't feel dizzy. And then Nurse Sam's going to come out again. If that makes you feel dizzy, it shouldn't do it every time. I mean, maybe a few times in a row, but it won't do that like forever. If you feel dizzy before you stand up, you need to like sit up slowly and then scoot your booty to the edge of your chair and just like sit for a second and make sure you're good before you stand up. Okay. January download was full of information. Yeah, we talked, it was like 90 minutes. If the neck thing didn't work for you, you just have to hold your eyeballs longer. Deeper downloads was 90 minutes. It was really long. It was just like, my assistant was like, my God, that was so much information. It was just like thing after thing after thing. I try to make it worth the $25, right? I try to make it worth that. Ooh, you have pots that you're going to use that. I love that for you. Love that for you. What's the difference between tarot and oracle cards? Just the kind of energy that they give you when you're asking questions. They just have very different energy about them, right? Or some people feel like oracle cards are a little bit easier to start with instead of tarot cards. Yeah, there's so many nurses on here. That is amazing. I love that. Deeper downloads keeps kicking you off. Okay, so we're having an overload on traffic. So if it's kicking you off, these are my suggestions, okay, for deeper downloads. If you can watch it on a computer instead of your phone, try that. That seems to help every time. If you can't, lower your resolution because that should also help. I've am working with the people who host my videos for me, like that platform, for a solution. Because I need to upgrade something because there's just too many people watching it. But those two things seem to work really well. It was worth the money. Good. I really try to make it worth the $25 because I understand $25 isn't a small amount to everybody. Like I get that, right? And I want to make it really worth it. So thank you. I'm glad. Change the resolution for playback and it works better. Good. I should probably just actually, while we're talking, I'm going to change the resolution to auto be low. I'm just going to do that right now on all of them. Now you can still change the resolution if you want, but I'm going to make the default quality the lowest one that it goes and see, maybe that will help people while we're just like on overload. Okay. First video is done. We split it up into 3 parts because again, technology was not technology-ing. And it wasn't, I couldn't get it to upload in bigger files. And I was like, freaking forget it. We're just going to split it up. So that's why it's in 3 videos. Okay. Part 2 has the default of the lowest res, but you can still up it if you want. And 3 is now done too. Excellent. Excellent. Hopefully that will help. Okay, cool. We did it. We did it, everybody. Absolutely worth the $25. Good. Deeper Downloads is not on YouTube. It is only on my website. So you have to watch on my website. You can do full screen. You can do full screen if you don't want the small format. So there's a bar that lets you like fast forward and go, back and forth. You can do full screen. You can change your resolution. You can pause it. You can do all the stuff. It was 36 in Canadian. Yeah. Thank you, Gail. Thank you. I'm glad that you felt like that was worth it. Try on the computer. Yeah, we're working on it though. I didn't anticipate this many people all at once. being interested in deeper downloads. I'm thrilled. It's amazing and it's beautiful. And I'm glad that we're all sharing in that information. I have a video of resetting the vagus nerve. I don't know if it's pinned. Let me look really quick and tell you. Since TikTok's back up. No, it's not pinned right now. I'll have to pin it for you later. I'll have to dig through and find it. Actually, if you go on TikTok and you search vagus nerve reset, I think one of my videos comes up first, like at the top, because it's pretty viral. But we'll do it again later. I don't know how long I'm staying live. Not too long, because I need a break and I need to rest. We're not freaking out about tomorrow, because we're not going to freak out about tomorrow, because we already know what the outcome is. So why would we freak out the steps that it takes to get there, right? Oh, Lotus is Kamala's name means lotus. And so Lotus is POTUS, right? That's just cute. And it rhymes. And Lotus has a lot of good imagery and symbology around it. If your vibration is too low to hear your guides, is it too low to receive messages through tarot cards? If you're tapping into your own energy, that might be a little bit easier. Sometimes it's easier to use a tool like that instead of trying to talk to them directly. If you start with consistent daily meditation, like I'm talking 20 to 30 minutes max, but every day, it won't be very long before you can tap into those guides, because that helps raise your vibe pretty quickly. What's my spirit animal? I mean, I don't have like a spirit guide spirit animal, because they don't all... see, look at me trying to get on the other side of my sweater when I see this little thing, because my camera's all flipped. You know that you asked that, and I was like, I don't know what it is. And my guides immediately reminded me, when I was growing up, I always said that if I could be any animal, I would be a white Siberian tiger. Why? I don't know. I guess that's my spirit animal, because that's so specific. That's so specific. No, leopards are cool, though. White Siberian tiger. Why? Don't know. That's just it. Rawr. I love that so much. I love it. Yeah, once you start practicing meditation, you'll be able to sit still longer. It changes your whole life. You've been making the cacao. Oh, I love that for you. I love that. Oh my God, Amy the rabbits. Thank you for bringing that memory back for me. That's so funny. You had a dream that you were a brown bear the other day. I love that, Morgan. Madam President, President Harris. Let's just focus on those positive things. Guys, we already know the outcome. So why would we be so worried about how it's going to happen, right? Here's something that I talked about in Manifestation Mastery this last week, right? I'm teaching that 6-week course. When you place your order at a restaurant, which is what we're doing, we're placing our order with the universe by saying this is what's going to happen, right? You place an order with a restaurant. Do you then worry about how it's going to be made and when it's going to come out and what they're doing in the background, right? Do you worry about that kind of stuff? No. You just place your order and then you just go about your business. You kind of forget about it for a minute, right? White Siberian tiger spiritually represents power, purity, protection, and sometimes even a connection to the divine. Oh, that's fun. Yours is a Bengal tiger named Shira. That's nice. White tiger. Mm-hmm. Siberian, though, like so much detail. Free will change your own specific timelines. I have a playlist right here on YouTube called 3D, 5D. That's really easy to navigate. So I suggest that you watch that. So free will change your own personal timeline, but the collective already has this agreement that we're moving this way. And so that can't change. It was worth the money, no doubt. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad that you liked it. Yeah, focus on the final outcome, right? Focus on the final outcome. You don't place your order at a restaurant and then worry the whole time about how it's going to be created and how it's going to be made and how it's going to be plated and where they got the ingredients from. And does this person know how to do this? No, you like forget about it and you talk to your friends at the table, right? That's what you do. Oh yeah, let's talk about energetic death. I meant to do that. No, I'm not watching any of the rallies or any of the things because it feels bad and I don't like it. It doesn't make me feel good and I know the final outcome. So I'm not watching any of that. I'm choosing to be happy instead. But yeah, let's talk about energetic death because I got that question a ton and I meant to talk about that here. I know. I saw that he told on himself. I know. Every time he talks, he tells on himself. Every time he talks. Okay, so let's talk about energetic death. This is what I mean by that. I know that there are intuitives out there who have been genuinely picking up the energy of DT is already passed away, that he's already physically passed on to another plane. I understand that that's been happening for multiple days now, okay? But while they were getting that, I was getting something very different, right? And I know it's been upsetting some of the intuitives. That's okay, right? We're all on our own journeys. I did not feel a physical death at all. I put this on a video a few days ago that he has had an energetic death, but he's still physically very much here. And energetic death does not mean a stroke or a heart attack, or does not. I'm not talking about physical things going wrong with him. An energetic death is simply the power that he once wielded is gone. It's like dissolved into nothing. Okay. That's what that means, an energetic death. I'm glad the other psychics are feeling energetic death now. That's fantastic. DT is Donald Trump. So, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like whatever power he did once wield, he no longer has. It was taken away a few days ago, and I was kind of surprised by that. I go, oh, we already know things. We already know things are going to happen, or they already know some things are going to happen. That's okay. Yeah, it's his energy. It's not ours. An energetic death about this person. That's all. Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, he's very much alive. He no longer has any power over us, though, because we're like, no, thank you. We're not doing that anymore, which is why I'm not watching any of his speeches, any of his rallies, because I'm simply not paying attention to him anymore. The only power that he has ever had was the power of our emotional focus and attention. Every time we got upset at something he did, right? More power. That's the only power anybody ever has, is the focus of our energetic attention. So I'm just not giving him any energetic attention anymore, which means I'm not watching the rallies. I'm not doing because I don't care. That's not my world. That's not my life, right? It's going to go away. I'm going to find about it afterwards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's diminished energetically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But why will it be hard to tune that out tomorrow, right? Ask yourself, why do you think that will be hard to tune it out? Because ask yourself what's driving you to have that need to watch those things tomorrow. Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Because it's probably those lower vibrational emotions that we all have within us. So instead of watching it, you could go, okay, I'm watching it because I'm afraid, or I'm watching it because I'm anxious. So then instead, you just clear those shadows. You just spend that time clearing those shadows instead, right? Just another option. Just another option. You were dreaming the other day we're all being chased by big alligators at Costco. Was Peaches there? I love her. I love her. Please tell me you guys know who Peaches is on TikTok, because I am obsessed with her. Corey, are you still on here? Oh my God, I just saw how many people were in this live. Corey, are you still on here? I'm going to miss. I just love every inch of her chaotic good energy. I love her. She's amazing. Hey, Corey. I love Peaches. Thank you for introducing me to her, because the whole fist in the jar. And she's like, I just want some peaches. And I'm like, that is the most relatable thing in the universe. So frustrated. I just want some peaches. Oh my God. Everything about her is amazing. I love her so much. And then I saw a video today of a girl, and the video was so short. And she was at Costco and she saw that same jar and she goes, I've been influenced, and just put it in her cart. It's like, excellent. We're back, baby. This is what I needed. It's so good. I just love her. Oh my God, I just love her. Ooh, you're doing a pendulum reading that made you feel calm. What'd your pendulum say? Oh my gosh. You're listening at 2 times speed to catch up. Oh my gosh. When she drank out of the jar, I mean, immediately, the second she lifted that jar to her face, I go, no, she's not. No, she's not. And then when you couldn't see her face anymore, and it was all jar, I go, I'm watching this till the end. Immediately. I don't care what happens. I'm watching this to the end. I don't care if my house catches on fire. I got to finish this video. Oh my God. It was amazing though. It was so real. It was so real. Let's dry the juice. I feel like that should be my new motto. Let's dry the juice. What? Excuse me, ma'am. What? I can't. Okay, how do you clear shadows? There's a bunch of ways to clear shadows. I'm going to tell you just a few of them, but there's a bunch of ways to clear shadows. And for anybody asking, shadows are those emotional events that happen to you that you kind of shove deep down and you just didn't deal with it at the time. So you are letting go of control of them, but they're still in there. They still exist. So they are those emotional things that like you get triggered by, etc. It was a gallon jar. I can't. She's so amazing. Okay, so I love how not everybody. I love how some people are so quick to say nothing's going to change. Nothing has changed that I have channeled. Everything still stands. Will my content be after the election stuff? It's still going to be energetic movement forward of the planet. It's still going to be like us moving 3D to 5D, that kind of stuff. It's just going to be, it's exactly what it is now, but we're going to have new topics now. This is just the biggest energetic event because it's the rise of the divine feminine, fall of the oligarchy, all that stuff, right? All that stuff. I have to turn my heating pad back on. I get cold when I channel. And my heating pad turned off. Okay, so clearing shadows. Let's talk about that for a second. Like, how do you clear shadows? I love Solar Glow Meditations. She's like legit. I love her. Her energy is so good. Clearing shadows. There's multiple ways to do it. First, on my website, I have book recommendations on how to clear your shadows yourself if you want to do it yourself. Big shadows, big giant complex trauma, shadows that you're like, I'm not getting anywhere with clearing it and I should be able to do that. Let somebody else do that. That's what I do too, right? My big giant shadows, I let somebody else do that. Okay. It's not safe to clear your big giant complex traumas by yourself. You want somebody else there. So there's a workbook and a book that I recommend on my website. So go to my website. Link is in the bio right here on YouTube. But spiritualitywithsam.com. It's my handle.com is my website. And go to Book Recs and Beyond. And right there on that page, right near the top, are 2 books about shadows. It's a book and a workbook. They go together. So get them both. Okay? Get them both. Did you clear your own shadows, Sam? Well, I've cleared a lot of them, but there's always more to clear, right? There's always more. Like shadows come up and you go, oh my God, that's a shadow. And then you just clear it, right? I've cleared a crap ton of shadows at this point, and you just keep clearing them as they come up, right? So I really, really like those 2 books on my website. They're really good. They're very helpful. You can also book me. I love helping people clear shadows. It's so freaking fun. It's so fun. So I can help you do that in session. You can definitely book me. Oh, you meant like, did I do or pay someone else? Both, right? I have had somebody else do them for me, and then I've done a bunch on my own. So all the ones I can do on my own, I do on my own. But if I feel like I'm getting stuck or I'm like, I can't see through the shadow because I'm too into it, I have a friend that helps me clear them. No, it didn't sound snarky at all. There's a bunch of people who have said, like, if you're new on your spiritual journey, it's like, oh, there's like a limit to shadows, right? Have you cleared all of your shadows and now you're done? And so that's what I meant. Like, we're never done clearing shadows. So sorry if I sounded snarky. I wasn't trying to. Oh my goodness, you guys. So here's the thing. If Mark Zuckerberg, you got to think, if Mark Zuckerberg bought TikTok would be free from this 90-day temporary we're back period, right? You can delete TikTok all you want, but spreading those rumors, spreading that propaganda is not helping the vibration of anything else, right? He didn't buy it. You just got to think. You just got to think about that. It doesn't make sense. What else? Did you hear about the giant feminine energetic egg-shaped UFO that was disclosed yesterday? No. Oh my God. I've been so removed from everything. Yeah, some are saying body double. Yeah, it's like a 90-day period so the government can figure out a thing. It's like mommy and daddy are fighting again is really what it is. Like, I'm not even paying attention to it anymore. How do we know if we've cleared our shadows? You've cleared your shadow when you can think about the thing that was upsetting you that led you to your shadow, right? And it doesn't upset you anymore. You have no emotion about it at all. You're just like, oh yeah, but that's fine now. And then you know you've cleared it. Listen, I love TikTok, but do what feels good for you, right? You have to do what feels like aligned for you. Always listen to that. Always listen to that over anybody else. Always listen to your intuition over everybody else's, including my own, right? My intuition does not trump yours, right? You gotta listen to your own intuition. A military helicopter pilot interacted with it. Oh, the egg UFO, and it made him overcome with tears and joy. Yeah, that's what happens when you interact with extraterrestrials. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this open contact stuff. Something just came up that I thought I had been over. Ooh, okay. So it's not that you need to do better. I'm so glad that you said this. It's not that you need to do better. It's you've rediscovered a new layer to that shadow, right? You've discovered a new layer to that shadow. That's all that's happened. So you didn't have the capacity at the time that you cleared the shadow or the thing that you thought you had been over, right? You cleared what you could, and now you have the capacity to clear even more of it. And so now you're able to, right? That's why you're conscious of it. I love that for you. That's so good. That's so good. I'm just reading comments. Yeah, where do we go to learn more about the egg? Drop the T, people. Where do we go? That's so fun. I want to see. I love it. Did you guys see the guy with the dowsing rods? This is all I'm going to say. News Nation about the egg. Okay, cool. This is all I'm going to say about the current energy of TikTok. Did you guys see the older gentleman with the dowsing rods? I reposted the video on TikTok, so you can just go to my reposts and you watch what I reposted. And he said, he asked a bunch of questions, and one of them was like, will Donald Trump saved TikTok? And the rods went away, which means no. If they cross over, it means yes. And then another, he said, will President Biden save TikTok? And then it went out. And he asked something else, I forgot. And then he goes, will President Harris save TikTok? And the rods went, crossed over. And he was like, President Harris, there you go. Do we know how? No. Does it matter how? No. Does it matter how the restaurant prepares your food? No. I mean, they're going to be doing it appropriately, but do you know what I mean? No. No. Let the universe cook the meal. Let the universe cook Get out of her kitchen. It's not up to us how. It's gonna happen. We already know the end result. So why is everybody so worried about the details and how we get there, right? It's what's his name? Yeah, what is his name? The guy with the rods, the older guy with the rods. Do you guys remember? I mean, it's reposted. Soul Spark. Yeah, I can tell you guys about Soul Spark. I'll look up his name in just a second. So Soul Spark is my membership. It's $22 a month. You can cancel it anytime you want. And it gets you access to a group chat with me. And every month on the first of the month, let me see if I'm getting this right because I just changed everything. On the first of the month, I drop an episode where I teach you something about spirituality. I just talk to you. It's an on-demand thing that I drop on the website, and you can watch at your leisure. And we talk about a spiritual topic. Like I have a new spiritual topic every month. I let Soul Spark last year vote on the topic. So I picked from what they wanted to learn about. And then on the 15th of every month, I drop a special channeled message that's like me, eyes closed, actively channeling from either my spirit guides or just source energy. And I record that and I put that on there. So the 1st and 15th, you get that. Plus you get the group chat with me. It's so fun. And then it also gets you access to the larger spiritual group that we have, which is called Spiritual Buddies. So it's a big spiritual community, and you get to join that too. So even if you decided to do Soul Spark just once and you were like, that's enough, I don't want to do more than 1 month, which is totally fine, you still have access to the larger spiritual community. No one will pull you out of that. So fun. It's written in the stars. Oh, yeah. Remember that? That was my first video. We just kept saying that over and over. It's written in the stars, guys. It's written in the stars. Can't change the stars. The stars are set, baby. President Harris. That does sound really good, doesn't it? If you have a hard time visualizing and you want to meditate, then you can pay attention to how you feel. Don't pay attention to what you're seeing. Pay attention to the feelings or the hearing, right? Tap into other parts. Yeah, Soul Spark. Soul Spark is my membership. It's linked in my bio. Just go to my website. It's on there. And you can see all the details there that I said too, if you want to like see it visually, right? The 11th hour is close. We're getting there. Later tonight is the 11th hour, even maybe tomorrow morning. The video from last night was almost 3 hours, so I can't repost it like that. And I don't have access to my lives right now, so I can't even download it to share it. It's a 40+ minute YouTube type in whistleblower reveals UAP retrieval program object caught on Video News Nation. Oh, cool. How can we best hold our consciousness tomorrow? Yes, love that. Focus on what you prefer instead of what you don't prefer. That's it. That's the whole tweet. Focus on what you prefer instead of what you don't prefer, right? That's it. And if you want to know what to do with your energy and how to best use your focus, watch the video that I posted on Instagram and TikTok called Prepare for the Storm. Prepare for the Storm. I posted it on the 16th, I think. It's only 3 videos ago. Prepare for the Storm. Right? Or maybe it's 4 videos. Hold on, let me refresh this. It's 4 videos ago. 4 videos ago. Prepare for the Storm. That's the title of it. So you can find it on both Instagram and TikTok. That's my guides literally telling you, hey, it's going to get freaking insane out there, but that's for them, not you, right? And this is what you do to make sure that you just stay right on out of that. It's called Preparing for the Storm or Prepare for the Storm. Yeah, they were not kidding about this 11th hour. I have found that with most of my channelings from the notebook, that spirit has been very literal. Very literal. The 11th hour just is like a phrase that means like, hey, it's not going to happen till the 11th hour. That means like at the very last minute, right? But it's feeling like spirit is being quite literal with this, but we'll find out. What do you mean what happens to babies and young kids during all this? They're better than we are because babies and kids are still fully tapped into spirit. And so they understand that this is such a fake video game. And it's like, whatever. What can we say to those who are hurt and upset tomorrow to help them see the light? That's such a good question. So you can't actually help them see the light, right? Just like no one can help you see the light until you are ready to see it. So the best thing that we can do for those who are hurting tomorrow and after tomorrow and are upset about not getting the result they were hoping to get is to be the light and be the love. That's it. Just be the light and be the love. Okay, so I'm gonna head off here in just a second. I love you guys so much, but I really need a break, right? So here's my human advice. My human advice is don't be so concerned with how people are gonna cope. That's not our business. That's not our business. It's not our journey, right? Doesn't matter if they're going to be stuck on the energy for a long time. They may not be. That's not our business, right? It doesn't matter if they accept it. If they don't accept it, it doesn't matter. That's not our business. Focus on what you prefer instead of what you don't prefer. Focus on what you prefer instead of what you don't prefer, right? You are, what do you mean you can't get on my website? spiritualitywithsam.com. It's right there. That's all. Yeah. And if you want some reassurance on the things that I've been channeling, go back and just watch my videos here on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. Just go back and watch my videos. Nothing has changed. If anything changes with anything I'm channeling, I will make a video. I will, right? Remember when I had to do a correction video for the lightning strike thing because I heard spirit incorrectly with one of the lightning strikes, and as soon as I realized, I immediately made a video, right? I will 100% make a video for you if it changes. I promise, right? I mean, I haven't lied to you so far. Probably not gonna lie to you, right? You guys are so funny. So, I don't know if I'll be on live tomorrow. I've got 2 clients tomorrow. I've got a normal work day tomorrow. And I teach Manifestation Mastery tomorrow at my 6:30 p.m. So it definitely won't be in the evening because once I teach Manifestation Mastery, like I'm done. I'm checked out for the night. My brain is finished, right? So, but if anything big does come up, any new big energy, any whatever, I will be there for you and I will make a video. Okay. And if I want to go live, again, then, which I am not sure that I will even have time, but I will post again on TikTok and let you guys know. Okay. Okay. We are all spread out worldwide, and that is not an accident. That is exactly right. Because each one of us is a little point of light, and we radiate light out, right, in a circle, and it all connects. Okay? Focus on what you prefer. Don't focus on what you don't prefer. It doesn't do you any good. It just brings your vibe down, right? We already know the end result. And if you want reassurance on the end result, if you want to feel better about the end result, go back and watch some of my videos. Everything I have channeled so far has come to fruition as long as like that event has come to be already. Do you know what I mean? I've channeled a few things that still haven't come to pass because it hasn't happened yet. But nothing has been incorrect yet. And if anything changes, I'll share it with you. Okay? Yeah, you find out when you find out, man. That's how I am. I'm not watching any of that stuff because it doesn't feel good. If it doesn't feel good, that means it's not in alignment with your higher self. Okay? You asked my pendulum if free will can change Lotus from becoming Prez. It said no, it's her destiny. Yeah, at this point, it can't change. It's set in stone at this point. Look at all this purple. Purple for unity, guys. Oh, the dowsing rod guy. Crap. Yeah, let me look. Hold on. I got to pull up my TikTok and look at my reposts. Dowsing rod guy.
Just a quick video.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what everybody was saying. Jay Rampal. He looks like this. But can you see the light? The light. He's wearing a red shirt. He's like this older white guy. I've already reposted it. If you go to my profile and like at the top where you can see my playlists and stuff, there's a button right in the middle that's repost. If you click on that, you can see every video I've reposted. And he's right there in that top row. Okay. I know. I have dowsing rods, but I'm still putting my energy in them. So they're not, they don't answer me every time. They're not like incorrect, but they don't answer me every time. Sometimes they just sit. So I have to keep putting my energy into them, and practicing with them. Look at all this. Look at all this unity. Guys, yes, focus on what you prefer. And tomorrow is about unity. Tonight's about unity. It's all about unity. And I've seen some people say, well, what if it's hard to have unity if they don't want unity? Baby, that is you perpetuating the non-unity. If you are waiting for somebody else to have unity, you will never experience unity. You have to take the first step, and anybody else that wants unity with you will link arms with you, and we will go. And anybody who does not want that unity can go right on to another timeline, and that's exactly how it works, right? That's exactly how it works. I love you guys so much. Golly, I love this. Yeah, change starts right here. If you want the unity, you freaking have to be it, right? You can't be focused on red versus blue or right that group or this group or what. We're all the human race. We're all everybody, even the people that you view as the most crazy MAGA people. We all want the same things. We all want to be safe. We all want to be loved, right? And we all want to live our lives. That's all that we want. All of us, right? We're all divine human beings. We are. Even the MAGA people, we're all divine human beings. We're all eternal souls. My soul is equal to everybody else's soul, and everybody else's soul is equal to my soul. We're all equal. Okay? Look at them not as people if they're making you grumpy. Look at them. Remember, that's a soul. That's a soul that has an incarnation. You don't have to love the behavior to love the person. Just love the person, even if you don't love the behavior, right? Right. Okay. Golly, this is so damn beautiful. It's like, I don't want to go. It's so good. Okay. I love you guys so much. Go watch some of my videos. Remember the one from 116, Prepare for the Storm. That's the one that explains what to do with all this energy, because it's going to be really wild. It's going to be really wild, but that energy is not for you. Okay. So go watch that video, Prepare for the Storm, and it will help you. Okay. It's here on YouTube and it's on TikTok. Well, and Instagram. Oop. Oh, can I make this live available for replay? Maybe. I don't know if I can. I will see what it says when I get off. This is the first YouTube live I've ever done. So we'll see. Everything is already okay. I love that so much. Okay. I love you guys so much. Don't get bogged down in the details. It does not freaking matter. We already know the outcome. Okay? Okay. And I will see you at some point tomorrow. Okay? Okay, bye. I love you guys. Focus on what you want and not what you don't want. Okay, bye. Have a good night. Breathe. Breathe.